Streams and wetlands are common water resources throughout Pennsylvania, and if you're a landowner outside of an urban area, chances are you have a stream on or near your property. Maintenance of stream areas near property and infrastructure is important for decreasing the likelihood of flood damage during rain events, but some human activities around streams require careful planning and permits to protect water quality for your downstream neighbors. Stream work often requires a Chapter 105 Water Obstructions and Encroachment General Permit from the PA Department of Environmental Protection or your county conservation district. Information you need in order to complete an application for one of these permits includes the following: applicant's name and contact information, including address, email, and phone number, the site name and location, both as an address and GPS coordinates, a location map, a project description and purpose, an aquatic resource impact table listing the dimensions and types of impacts the project will have on the waterway, drawings to show how the project will be done and what will be used to accomplish it, an erosion and sediment control plan to avoid water pollution, and a finalized Pennsylvania Natural Diversity Inventory search receipt. Some people may wish to hire an engineering consultant to help them put together all of this information, especially if the project is larger or requires more technical details. The type of project being done will also determine whether a wetland delineation needs to be conducted and how much the permit will cost. Some projects will also require the submission of site photos to go along with the project description. Not all projects require permits. Any projects involving the removal of man-made or woody debris and litter from a stream by hand can be done without a permit. Keeping streams clean of these sorts of materials can help reduce flood damage by allowing the water to flow through the stream freely. You may also be allowed to remove large debris, such as logs, from the stream with heavy equipment, as long as the machinery stays on the bank and is only used to pick up the debris and not dig into the stream bed. Other projects which can be done without a permit include cutting down trees but leaving the stumps. Stumps with their root wads help stabilize stream banks. You can also plant trees and other plants along the stream bank without a permit. Native species are best, particularly those trees which commonly live in wetlands, such as willows and dogwoods. You should call DEP or your local county conservation district if your project includes repairs or rebuilding of roads, bridges, and culverts. Some of these projects may qualify for an emergency permit from DEP, which is processed quicker than general permit applications. DEP should also be contacted in the case of a bridge or culvert needing removed because of failure or collapse. When Chapter 105 permits are needed, some types are more common than others depending on who is applying for them. A GP8 for a temporary road crossing is needed for the widest variety of work. It allows contractors to access a work site via a route needed only when work is taking place. Once the project is completed, the temporary crossing is removed. GP3s for bank stabilization projects are another common permit. These are used to help stop erosion from encroaching on man-made structures or property. They're used on both public and private property. GP1s can help with bank stabilization too, but their primary purpose is meant to improve fish habitat. GP5s are for utility lines, which can be installed by private companies or a municipal-run authority, and include both underground crossings of water resources as well as aerial crossings. Outflows to water resources installed by developers are more common than intakes from water resources, but both fall under the GP4 permit category. GP7s and GP11s both cover permanent bridge crossings. GP7s are for minor roadways in small watersheds. GP11s are for larger bridges, maintenance and repair activities, and they need to be reviewed by DEP staff. GP7s and 11s often go along with road improvement projects. Sometimes GP3 permits are added too, so stream banks leading up to bridges or running alongside roads can be stabilized to prevent erosion around infrastructure foundations. The road maintenance priorities of local and state authorities can feel like they focus on roads with higher traffic volumes, but in Pennsylvania we have two programs which help municipalities and other public entities fix minor roads which are causing water pollution issues. These are the Dirt and Gravel Roads Program and the Low Volume Roads Program. The Dirt and Gravel Roads and Low Volume Roads programs are administered by county conservation districts, and each county has their own way of running the programs. There are rules as to who qualifies to apply for a grant through either program and what kind of work can be done through those grants, but individual counties pick which projects take priority through the decisions of a Quality Assurance Board. Proposed projects should have a direct impact on water quality, and the applicant must go through environmentally sensitive maintenance or ESM training and certification. The purpose of both programs is to reduce environmental impacts through creating a better public road system which will decrease road runoff and sediment to local waterways while also lessening long-term maintenance costs. To qualify for the program, a road and its right-of-way must be owned by a public entity such as a municipality and be open for public use for a minimum of 2 consecutive weeks each year. For a road to qualify under the Low Volume Roads Program, it must be traveled by no more than 500 cars per day in addition to the previously stated requirements. For more information on the Dirt and Gravel Roads and Low Volume Roads programs in Beaver County or on Chapter 105 permit information, please visit our Conservation District website. There are multiple members of staff whom you can contact with questions. Thank you.